The air on riot by commercial motorcyclists at the same global estate Kabusa. And FCTA expresses readiness to give 75% discount on cost of registration of businesses with Corporate Affairs Commission. Good evening and welcome to the news at 7 p.m. on NTA Channel 5 Abuja. I am Frama Panyi. And we begin with politics. Peter Obi, former governor of Anambra State, has emerged as the standard bearer of the Labour Party for the 2023 presidential elections. His emergence as the party's candidate follows his victory at the presidential primary of the party after 4 other aspirants, which include Professor Pat Utomi, stepped down for him. The primary was held in Asaba in Delta State. Into security now. Fear and apprehension greeted residents of Zone A and Wangade extension of Kuje, Abuja, when armed bandits stormed the community and abducted an 18-year-old foster son of the proprietor of the Supreme Kids Academy, Victor Egbon. The father, Abdusalam Ozigi, was seriously injured in the process. Eyewitness account says the armed bandits stormed the community at about 12:15 a.m. Monday morning and invaded the residence of the Ozigis, gained entrance into the house and then abducted Victor to an unknown destination. Meanwhile, the affected community is calm with everyone going about his or her lawful business. Now, against the backdrop of the misinformation that made the rounds in some section of the media on Sunday, there was no injury, casualty, and no houses burnt as a result of the riot by commercial motorcyclists at the same global estate in Abuja. Onotu Yakubu brings situation assessment from the location.
This is same global estate along the local Goma Kabusa Road in the FCT. Now, from eyewitness accounts, the closest attempt to a structure in the entirety of the estate in the aftermath of that crisis yesterday was this building where the hoodlums were alleged to have made attempt to throw a burning tire over the fence into the structure. But the concerted effort of security operatives did not let them yield any result.
It was around 12 noon, and 25-year-old Mohammed Abdurrashid was the security at the estate gate when the irate Okada riders made attempt to invade the estate. He explains that the protesters never got beyond the barriers at the entrance gate into the estate.
When they are hitting the gate, so they took tire from outside, bring out their bike, they bring fuel, light the tire, and they started throwing it in. You can see they even broke some window. They started throwing stone, doing sort of things.
There were also stories that the security man at the gate was killed.
No.
How true is this? Tell us the true story.
No, there's nobody killed. There's nobody killed at all.
Majority of residents in the estate said they were not even aware of the incident until the stories surfaced in the media that houses were allegedly being burnt in their place of abode.
We have been privileged to see that information. That was not exactly correct. Houses were not really burnt, but attempts were made anyway. Different rumors. Some said 2 persons were killed, some said a person, some said 3.
Normalcy has been restored in the area, with residents going about their lawful businesses without hindrance. Onotu Yakubu, NTA News.
And as hoodlums and other social miscreants battle security agents over the control of some pedestrian bridges and dark spots in Abuja, the nation's capital, efforts have been intensified by the police to reduce incidences of attacks and ensure safety of lives and property of residents. Asabe Williams reports.
There are no doubts a part of the social infrastructure built for one purpose, to link one point with another, be it in the air, on the land, or across water. Bridges connect places and decongest junctions to ensure free flow of traffic. But therein also lies real and present danger. Several cases of robbery attacks have been recorded in dark places, particularly major bridges in the nation's capital, with serious complaints by residents.
They should try and make that bridge to be neutral point whereby policemen will be constant there, not only patrolling. With that, the miners will go over the grace of God.
These things, it boils down to the same thing due to the fact that some persons don't want to work and they just feel the best way is to see how they can get quick money, and the only way to do so is to engage in all sorts of evil devices in the society. But also, like I said the other time, some persons also is due to the fact that they've given everything, they've tried everything, and it's as if things are not working for them, so they try to devise another means.
Findings show that pedestrian bridges mostly record attacks at night due to lack of streetlights or absence of security operatives.
They're supposed to be punished. They're supposed to be punished because this is the road for their own safety. And you know, it's one of our cardinal duties to protect life and property. Advising the members of the public to be using that pedestrian bridge, because not using it, they're endangering their life.
We post our patrol team and our men are on duty there 24 hours. So if they are complaining that they don't want to pass that pedestrian bridge, I think they are on their own.
Investigations also revealed that some girls had been raped in that area when they appeared unwilling to let go of their valuables, but almost always the targets of the hoodlums are mobile phones and wristwatches. One could imagine that Abuja, being the seat of power, is well policed to prevent crimes, but a visit to some pedestrian bridges across Abuja revealed their presence, for which residents appeal for round-the-clock surveillance and installation of more functional CCTV cameras to aid police crime-fighting efforts. In Abuja, Asabe Williams, NTA News.
The Federal Capital Territory Administration has expressed readiness to give 75% discount on the cost of registration of businesses with the Corporate Affairs Commission, CAC. FCTA Permanent Secretary Olushade Adeshola, who disclosed this during the second edition of the FCT Secondary Education Board Trade and Entrepreneur Exhibition Program in Abuja, says it is in a bid to support the establishment of micro, small and medium enterprise MSME FCT.
The FCTA Permanent Secretary Olushade Adeshola explains that the event was conceived to recognize, encourage and support the grooming of the nation's future entrepreneurs and innovators. He added that the administration has initiated programs designed to gainfully engage the youth in the territory.
For our nation to achieve its potentials, it is necessary that the programs such as this are encouraged at the grassroots level. For, as the saying goes, catch them young and despise not the days of small beginnings. Only recently, the FCT administration approved the initiative of the AEA to support the establishment of more MSMEs through the grant of 75% discount on the cost of registration of businesses with the CAC.
Director of the FCT Secondary Education Board, Nanri Emeje, noted that the event is to showcase the students' achievements in innovation and creative works that will be marketed to the outside world.
This exhibition is conceived to give credence to the curriculum of creativity over indolence in academic learning. It intends to showcase what functional education can do in the lives of individuals.
Entrepreneurship can change life, can change community, can change nation. Only entrepreneur can create the millions of jobs we need to power our economy.
We don't call painters in our school, we paint for our school.
It encourages students to be confident of themselves and express their ideas.
This year's event is the second edition of the FCT SEB Entrepreneurship and Exhibition Program, with participants drawn from the various secondary schools in the FCT. Onoze Yakubu, NTA News.
Now, a non-governmental organization is advocating that schools produce sanitary pad banks to enhance and enable the girl-child manage her menstrual period at any given circumstance. In Pengasan, Hajiya Hassan Audu, who led the advocacy to government secondary school Pape, solicits support for the overall well-being of the girl child as the world commemorates Menstrual Hygiene Day. Deborah Gaza-Jamaica reports.
Sure you put it appropriately. The girl child from 12 and above is usually in a dilemma as to how to go about tackling the challenge at hand, that is, in terms of managing her menstrual period. This is mostly common with young girls who are ignorant on how to go about it.
Sustainability is for good-willing Nigerians to keep coming, and we don't intend to stop here. We intend to reach out to other schools, to other girls, because menstrual hygiene is very, very key and is critical for a sustainable and productive future.
Angel Aputa is one among the beneficiaries in Government Secondary School Mpape who participated in a talk show on reproductive health and menstrual hygiene, among other issues.
It's not good for the health. And if you are feeling menstruation, be feeling pains, and you're feeling weak, you're feeling like let you sleep, let you not do anything.
Resource person Ashley Laurie from Paddock Africa notes that infectious diseases are commonly associated with lack of personal hygiene and poor menstrual hygiene. The campaign tagged Work for PAD, she says, is an initiative to end menstrual period poverty in schools.
What is going on in the society, how the internet and social media has exposed our children, especially our girls, to a lot of things. So we're going to be talking briefly on how they can streamline what they see and what they watch. So to commemorate the Menstrual Hygiene Day, basically that's what we're doing today as an NGO partnering with Women in Pengas in the Cardinal Zone. We will be distributing 500 sanitary pads to the girls.
World Menstrual Hygiene Day is a day that highlights the importance of menstrual care, raising awareness about the social issues faced by women during the menstruation and those who do not have access to sanitary products. Deborah Kazajmaika, NTA News.
Kawai abin da za ku yi NIN ɗinku kawai za ku haɗa tare da layin ku na Glo. Yalla bai, ta yaya za mu yi linkin layin mu na yayan da Glo ɗin namu? Wayo Allah, wayo Allah! Wayo! Ka ciro wayanka kawai ka dalilin 109 ko kuma ku danna star 109 ash ko kuma ku tura NIN zuwa 109. Ire-ire mu da ba ma da NIN ya za mu yi? Ba matsala. Takowa za ku yi kaɗan ku shiga duk wani Glo World office. Ku je kowane shagon Glo World da ke kusa da ku don ku yi rajista. Na ce ba, ya za a yi nan samu wannan garaɓasa na 20,000? Ka daina guduwa mana. Tsohuwar kwastoman Glo, sabuwar kwastoman Glo, wannan garaɓasa ko aka ma aiki. Na samu 20,000!
New 5 Alive Poppy, available in lemon, orange and mango flavors.
And on sports, Boston Celtic hit Miami Heat to make it to the NBA Finals as Nottingham Forest get promoted to the Premier League after beating Huddersfield. Details with Wayne Dogo.
Nottingham Forest edged out Huddersfield in a playoff final courtesy of Levi Colwill's own goal, but victory was marred in a controversy after Forest survived two late penalty scares. Coach Stephen Cooper said Nottingham Forest reminded the world of how special and magical a club they are after they returned to the top flight following a 23-year absence. Forest will play in the Premier League next season after Cooper, who was appointed in September when the club were bottom of the Championship, masterminded a promotion push and credited his players for getting off the canvas after they started the campaign with 1 point from their opening 7 matches. Ahead of the proposed international friendly against Nigeria's Super Eagles, the manager of the La 3 of Ecuador, Gustavo Alfaro, has released the list of 26 players that will execute the game. The team commenced preparation for the game in the early hour of Sunday with the majority of the listed players in camp. Super Eagles will hope to use the game to redeem themselves, having lost the first friendly 2-1 to Mexico. This is the first game of Ecuador in their training tour of the United States. They will also face Mexico on the 5th of June before playing another African country, Cape Verde, on the 11th of June. Wayne Dugu, NTA News.
And that concludes the English segment of the news, but don't go away. Translations coming up next. Thanks for watching. Have a good evening. I am Frama Pani.
ma gba je sha je wo wona abi ya zana gba ba ku sha gba dai yiwa na ba ji sha ba dai wo mu press su yi ba wani wa ko anaba je kai anaba ja su da in ga she ba da ba su ba bai gwa fi ina atuba nge aza bai we ashilo un kapusa apua bage sapanyi ayanku apua pena a jaja we ayin bade ko kula kun akata ono te yakubu wada inga mutaye manaji bashin shin ababurti bai shi in ko bai ku unwashi ko to bai godo banu koi she aza dalo ege ashin abusibida badai inge zaza hai wo godo washin wo bashin shin ababoto go an na baga inga ayawu ai akizina abusibida tutin shi ba kwadai inga bala pita manai la washi ba shi azanu ko shi be in ba zun aza zokolo bai wi aza wi to bai shi abanu ko na aje na agbodo mazoko gana zun nya in ba zun balo akizina yi adidi asabe Williams wadai inga abusibida ku pege afi tayele inga aza ba shi bai fi ya agbodo mazoko gana zun bade ashi bai ngana zum bado na bai iwe gmad na lo umwa aza wi aza filo ba sha aza wi ashi na sapai okonashi aboda kawida na da na busi bidai ba ku abaza ya shi na zoko na bai ba ma aza shi gwamnati ke zina tatin shi ba kwadai inge ko ba ce zazahai yuwa kaya in wo balo waigo inge babbatu gi ko gi a tatin shi inya na yi nasara ga siyasi ke zina ya kai na da shayi inge olusade adesola no bai dalonu sanu in ba bai shi ya shi wa bayi anya ba mutu azana gmanya na da na bi ba ga ayo kaya lo anja gi ko gi na abwa tatin shi gbogbo wa ko inge gwamnati alapata pia kwa ma yishinu yala yiki nyabwatu ama agbaja na baji kuza ebe jada wasu shokwa gifie yi paga shokwa ne jisu saisu
masu kallo da sararinmu assalamu alaikum barkanmu da maraicen yau a takaice ga fassarar labaran yau mai karantawa Yusuf Yaku domin wayar da kan al'umma mazauna birnin tarayyar ƙasa Abuja akan jita-jitar da ake yada a shafukan sada zumuntar zamani cewa an yi barnar da ta wuce kima a hatsaniyar da aka samu jiya Lahadi tsakanin masu zama a rukunin gidajen Global Estate da 'yan acaba. Wakilinmu Onoto Yakubu ya kawo mana rahoto cewa wasu mazauna unguwar sun shaida masa cewa ba a tafka asarar dukiyar da ake zuzutawa ba sannan babu wanda ya rasa rayuwarsa a cewar wasu 'yan unguwar ba su san ma an yi hayaki da wasu ba a unguwar samsam yanzu haka kuma kowa ya koma kan aikinsa an samu zaman lafiya da kwanciyar hankali a unguwar. A yayin da ɓata gari masu cutar da al'umma da ayyukan keta haddin 'yan ƙasa suka yi kaka gida a gadojin tsallaka titunan Abuja, har ake kai ruwa rana tsakaninsu da jami'an tsaro a nan birnin Abuja. Wakilarmu Asabe Williams ta rawaito mana cewa 'yan sanda sun tashi tsaye haƙan domin rage nau'ikan ayyukan Allah wade da al'umma masu wucewa ta kan gadar ke yi, tare da tsare rayuka da dukiyoyin al'umma mazauna birnin tarayyar ƙasa Abuja. Hukumar raya birnin tarayya Abuja ta bayyana ƙudurinta na rage kashi 75 kuɗin yin rajista a hukumar da ke yi wa ƙungiyoyi da kamfanoni rajista ta ƙasa ga ɗaliban da ke da sha'awar yin rajistar koyon sana'o'i. Wakilinmu Shaibu Nozo Yakubu ya labarta mana cewa sakataren dindindin na hukumar birnin tarayya Olushade Adesola shine ya bayyana haka a lokacin taron hukumar wato ilimin makarantun sakandaren Abuja da shirin baje kolin koyon sana'o'i na Abuja, wanda aka shirya shi domin tallafawa ƙanana da matsakaitan sana'o'i. To iyakacin abin da mu iya kawo muku kenan a labaran ne, sai kuma gobe idan Allah ya kai mu kwana lafiya.
Chioma Igbo wem oge erukwala maka akụkọ ụwa nke taa. Aha m bụ Rachel Ifi Olu gere akụkọ ụwa n'uju ya. Otu nwa amadi aha ya bụ Mohammed Abdulrashid bụ onye nche gbara afọ 25 ekwuola na ndị ọgbatumtum na-eme ngagharị iwe wara ịwakpo ụlọ ọ na-eche nche na ya dị n'ime obodo Kabusa. Onoze Yakubu mgbe ọ garuru na ya bụ ogige wetara akụkọ na ha banyeghị na ya bụ ụlọ ukwu akpọrọ estate na bekee. Ndị obibi na ya bụ estate mekwara ka ịmata na ha amaghị maka nke a ruo mgbe ya bụ akụkọ malitere fesasịwa na ikuku. Ọ kwekwara nghọta na onweghị ihe mmerụ ahụ ma ọ bụ ọdachi ọkụ na ya bụ ụlọ. Dịka ndị omekome na ndị ọjọọ na-alụso ndị ọrụ nchekwa ọgụ n'ihe banyere akwa mmiri nke ndị ji ụkwụ aga nakwa ogige ndị gbara ọchịchịrị n'isi ala anyị, Asabe Williams wetara akụkọ na akwa mmiri dị iche iche abụrụla ebe ndị omekome ji emekpa ndị mmadụ ahụ n'isi ala anyị, ọkachasị na abalị, bụ nke mere ndị obibi isi ala anyị ji kpọkuo ndị uwe ojii maka enyemaka. Ndị uwe ojii n'aka nke ha gakwara n'ihu kwuo na ha etinyere uchu n'ihe banyere nchekwaba ndụ na akụnụba ndị obibi isi ala anyị. Gọọmenti isi ala anyị ekwupụtala njikere ha n'inye ihe dịka pasentị 75 n'ihe banyere idebe aha azụmahịa n'aka ụlọọrụ na-ahụ maka nke a bụ Corporate Affairs Commission. Onoze Yakubu wetara akụkọ na onye odeakwụkwọ n'isi ala anyị Olushade Adesola kpughere nke a mgbe ha na-eme agba nke abụọ nke ọmụmụ azụmahịa n'ụlọ akwụkwọ sekọndịrị ukwu dị na isi ala anyị. Ya bụ nwa amadi gakwara n'ihu kwuo na nke a bụ iji kwalite azụmahịa nta nakwa ndị oji ego achụ ego n'isi ala anyị. Onye ọma na-ege ntị, ọgwụla ka ọha anyị n'ọnụ bụ akụkọ ụwa nke uhuruchi a. Chebiri anyị n'ihe oge a echi niile. Ndewo.
ìròyìn ló dé sí etí bọ̀yìn láti lè ṣe amóhùnmáwòrán ìkànnì karùn-ún l'Àbújá. Ọláyínká Adéníjì ni oníròyìn yìí. Látàrí àwọn ìròyìn kan tó gbòde lórí ẹ̀rọ ayárabíàṣá ní ọjọ́ ìsinmi tó kọjá yìí wípé hílàhílo àti rògbòdìyàn ṣẹlẹ̀ láàrin àwọn oníkẹ̀kẹ́ atapòpò ní Kàbúsá débi wípé wọ́n lu ara wọn, wọ́n jólé jókòó àti bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. Aṣojúkọ̀ròyìn wa Ọ̀nàtú Yakub tó ṣe rìnkèrindò débi ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ náà ṣàlàyé wípé irọ́ funfun gbáà ni o, kò sí irúfẹ́ ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ láabi bẹ́ẹ̀ ní ìletò Kàbúsá l'Àbújá rárá àti rárá. Bí àwọn jàǹdùkú ènìyàn ṣe ń wọ̀yá àjà pẹ̀lú àwọn agbófinró látàrí wípé wọ́n ti fi gbogbo afárá ẹlẹ́sẹ̀ ìlú Àbújá ṣe bùgbé, aṣojúkọ̀ròyìn wa Asabe William ṣàlàyé wípé àwọn agbófinró náà ti wá fìdí rẹ̀ múlẹ̀ wípé a kì í bókùnrùn ẹyẹ lórí ìtẹ́, ìgbẹ́là fẹ́wé gbogbo àwọn ọmọ ọ̀tá wọ̀nyí, àti wípé àfìsẹ́yìn tégún fiṣọ ní gbogbo àhámọ́ wọn yóò dì, ní èyí tí ó jẹ́ pé láìpẹ́ láì jìnnà àwọn ohun afárá wọ̀nyí yóò di àmúlò fún aráàlú bó ti wù kórí. Iléeṣẹ́ tó ń ṣàkóso olú ìlú Nàìjíríà Àbújá ìyẹn FCTA ti sọ di mímọ̀ wípé àwọn yóò ṣe ẹ̀dínwó ìdá 25% owó ìforúkọsílẹ̀ irúfẹ́ okòwò tí ó bá máa wáyé ní àjọ ìforúkọsílẹ̀ okòwò iṣẹ́ ìyẹn CAC bó ti wù kórí. Aṣojúkọ̀ròyìn wa Onoze Yakob ló jábọ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ yìí níbi tí ó ti fi ọ̀rọ̀ wí ọ̀rọ̀ pẹ̀lú ọ̀gá àgbà ilé iṣẹ́ náà ìyẹn ọ̀gbẹ́ni Olúsáré tó fìdí ọ̀rọ̀ yìí lélẹ̀ níbi ayẹyẹ ìpàgede iṣẹ́ àti ìṣe okòòwò àwọn ilé ẹ̀kọ́ gíga ní ìlú Àbújá ìkejì irú rẹ̀ tó wáyé láti ṣe àtìlẹ́yìn fún okòòwò oníkéréje-kéréje kó lè gbọ̀dẹ̀gẹ̀ jìgẹ̀. Tó ìròyìn ọ̀hún kò ní jù báyìí lọ. Ìmúlòdì kan mú àṣà ìgbà ẹ̀ lórí họ́wọ́họ́wọ́ èmi ìrẹ́lájọ́ lórílẹ̀‐èdè Nàìjíríà yìí o. Ẹ jẹ́ àṣẹ kó dára ọkọ̀ kan láòjí o, ká sùn láyọ̀.
NTA